The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Fielded at about the 28. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd down and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Otten. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this first drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll look to throw here.
Going across the formation, there's Otten with it.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense set to go.
I guess you could say they're kind of fortunate to be in the position that they're in, able to host as a division champ, because it's really one of the weakest divisions in the NFL.
And there's often the discussion every time, right? That 4th seed, should they actually be hosting? Because sometimes it turns out that division winner has a lesser record than wild card teams that get in, and some people think that'd be a more fair way of doing things. But I gotta tell you, I personally like it. The winning a division title, I don't care what the division, how it's ranked, it still means something to me, and I like the fact that they get the host.
I think that that's the reason you have the divisions. If you didn't, just stack them all up and take the best 6 records, but there's a division for a reason, and the champion hosts the first round.
And the first rule of thumb in building a team, build a team to win your division. Beat those teams first, then you go from there.
Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
.46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
They'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Here's Watson.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now left side on the swing pass. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st down going to the air with Love.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football.
Now 2nd and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety.
I can't believe what we're seeing out of them so far. We knew coming in these guys were plenty talented. But 5 sacks and now safety in the first half, this is a group possessed.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
Returnable for Watson.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Packers get set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll drop this down to Jackson.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 35 yards.
And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down throw for Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
That is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Play action this time with Love. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Love. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
Now a play fake here on first down. But it's caught. Tompkins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. The tight end in motion right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Love now to pass on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Love now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right comes Reed.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Finding space at the 40. And he's got a 1st down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
Throwing. Love.
That's complete to Doubs.
Touchdown!
Romeo Doubs.
55 yards.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is fielded at the 27.
Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
He's up near 100 yards now here in the 2nd quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Love. And his throw here is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Otten brings it in over the middle.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute.
But first, let's take a look ahead to Sunday's action in the NFC. A 3-6 battle that ought to be a good one, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers doing battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, nothing settled in our wild card game. It's a tight one as we get ready for the 3rd quarter. Standing by to take you the rest of the way, let's get it back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play.
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Buccaneers.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And he dropped it on the 10, but a little unlucky there. Into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Devontae Wyatt
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Play fake. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Love going to give this one to Jones. Shoves him aside. He does it one more time. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On play action. Run to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Here's Love. A short throw to Musgrave.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to kick it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Preston Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. First down, Tampa Bay.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
Now a toss here, short side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will stay a 4-point game. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10.
Love. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Love once more. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Love.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Love looking to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within a point.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So out come the Bucs now. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
Looking to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the 1st down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
1st down, Love to pass. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go back to the ground with Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now it's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strap.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They trail by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Their season, to be frank, it's on the line right now in this wild card matchup. And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. On the draw, here's Jackson, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Green Bay about set for another series. Here comes Romeo Doubs.
When you're in a zone like he is, what's the conversation like on the sideline between he and his quarterback? Is that a one-way conversation of, hey, just keep getting me the football?
It actually is probably a two-way conversation because he wants to keep getting him the football because he's seen the payoff. You know, getting the ball to that guy means yardage, and as we've seen, touchdowns in this game. So I think both of them get more and more excited about the possibilities as things continue on.
Yeah, so far it's been over 100 yards and the 2 scores. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
A second down throw for Love. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just... That is intercepted! And the Buccaneers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So now the Bucs down by 7. A minute 47 on the clock. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game, is down to the next snap.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.